Good morning. Welcome to day number 20 out of 21 of our Aquarian Shift Activation meditations. I'm going to put on my other glasses real quick. Excuse me. Today we are diving into the word kun. And you may have noticed at the end of our meditations, of most of them, that I end with the phrase kun, kun fayakun. Kun means be. Kun fayakun means be, and it is. These were the words spoken by our Creator when the Creator created the creation, right? When the creation came into manifestation as an emanation from Source. And Ya Allah. There is, as with all of the divine names and the words that we have been bringing in to this series of meditations, and they have all had a beautiful sequence that has been unveiled as we've traveled through this. And as with all of these names, there is hidden meaning behind and within the name of Kun. And so we're going to work with that today. Let's go ahead and come into our circle. I actually created a PowerPoint for you, and so I want to share with you that PowerPoint briefly, or we can talk about the word kun, and then we'll go through the sequence and then end with the practice of kun and really let it ground in and embody everything that we're going to talk about now. So let me go ahead and share. Okay, I found this online, of course. The name kun, these first, I don't know if you could see my mouse pointer. This is the Qaf, this is the Nun, right? And that is the name for be. Kun is just simply means be. It's used for manifesting, being, existing, creating. And it's made up of two letters, the Qaf and the Nun. The Qaf is, we've seen that letter used in many of our meditations so far, and many of the names that we've called in, like the Khaliq and the, well, various forms of Kabir. Mutakabir, right? Coming from the Creator. So Qaf is the K sound, just the simple K sound. And it means the Creator, the lover, the hidden secret, the subtle existence. And the Nun, which means the manifest or the beloved, the evident, as in Zahir, or the apparent. Now, I want to read, because my teacher, Sheikh Muhammad al-Jamal al-Rafai al-Shadili, who we affectionately called Sidi, wrote in his book, Music of the Soul, a whole chapter, it's actually one of the appendices, on the word kun. Let me start with Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, in the name of the one most merciful, ever compassionate. He writes here, the meaning of the Arabic word kun and the first letter Qaf and the last letter Nun, as Muhyiddin ibn al-Arabi, one of the Sufi mystics, explains in his treatise, The Tree of Being, is very deep and very holy and contains everything that Allah, the One, created. If you look at the form of the first and the last letter, you can see a deep theme of the Qaf and the Nun. And let me just go to the next screen here. You can see them both, the Qaf and the Nun. And then in the Arabic, of course, it's written from left to right. I put it here right to left because we speak English. Most of us here have English as our first language. In Arabic, when you see it written together, you see the Qaf and then the Nun from right to left instead of left to right. Okay. Each of the letters is made up of 3 letters, and Qaf is exactly like Nun, but behind the Nun stands the Qaf, meaning, in other words, he who loves, Al-Habib, the lover, and the beloved, Al-Mahbub. He wants to say, I am Al-Habib, but I am inside Al-Mahbub. So that all the existence, all that you see, or you do not see, or you feel is Azahir, the open, the manifest. But the Qaf is Al-Batin, the secret, the hidden. He says Kun, and the first letter is him, meaning he, the creator. The first letter, the Qaf, is him, and the second, the Nun, he created. And he put the first, the Qaf, himself, inside the second, the Nun, the creation. So that really there is only one word. This is something from the meaning of Qaf and Nun. And he says, if you want to know me through Kun, because without Kun, you could not know me. If you want to know me through Kun, because without Kun, you could not know me. Love me through yourself, through Zahir, the manifest, the evident. And it is important to know that I am he who moves you in everything. I am in everything and I move everything, but you are my veil. So when we say Kun, this is more than, I'm going to back up so you can see the letters. Because the letters, the structure of the letters, the visual of the letters, they carry meaning, and meaning resonates to the soul and the place inside of each of us that knows the hidden meanings, that knows the vibrations, that resonates with the vibrations. We've talked, I'm going to stop share because I want to see you. We've talked a lot about how the everything emanates from source as a vibration, as a wave and frequency, right? Everything emanates through the waves and everything has a frequency. And within your drop of ocean, you carry all of the meanings of all of these vibrations and waves, frequencies within you. So to be means to be the hidden within the manifests that knows. Within you is a knowing. You know. And that knowing is your source created through you to know you. There is another hadith Qudsi, that says, I was a hidden treasure that longed to be known, so I drew all of the creation out of myself to know me. That's the hadith Qudsi. And he says, without his existence, and this uses the pronoun, the male pronouns, doesn't mean that God has a gender. Right? There is no such thing as a gender when we're talking about the unity, the one. So you can use he or she. It doesn't matter. You can use it respectfully, or they or we, but it is not gender specific, the saying. So without the existence of the creator, you cannot know the creator. He says, Kun, be me. Just as he says, be everything that I have created. So when we talk about being one with all that is, this is really knowing the truth of what is inside of ourselves as a manifestation of the Creator. As everything in creation is a manifestation of the Creator, everything a reflection of Kun, where the Qaf is behind the Nun, the hidden is behind the manifest or within the manifest. The Qaf is within the Nun, the Nun is what is evident and apparent of the hidden or the secret. So we're going to bring these sound codes into our bodies and let them ripple through the fluid consciousness, through the fluid body, and resonate with the vibration, the knowing of the vibration and the inner meanings inside of ourselves that we carry at the core of our beings that we know, and let it awaken from within. And that is the intention of bringing these sound codes into our fluid bodies, to like tapping the tuning fork. When you tap a tuning fork and then you put it close to another tuning fork, it will begin to also, the vibration will carry, and the other tuning fork will begin to resonate and vibrate and emit the same sound, depending on the structure of the tuning fork, of course. So we want to tap the tuning fork with these sound codes that we speak, and we want to bring that vibration into the inner of our beings and let the inner part of our beings that is already wired to that structure and knows that meaning begin to vibrate and resonate from within us. Again, until there is only one vibration. There is no inner vibration and outer vibration, but there is only one vibration. So let's come into our circle, sitting side by side, shoulder to shoulder, elbow to elbow, knee to knee, coming together as one. In the name of the one most merciful, ever compassionate, we call on you. We ask you to send your vibration of the eternal compassion. We start with the ocean. Remember that beautiful Rumi poem? These forms we seem to be are cups floating in an ocean of living consciousness. They fill and sink without leaving an arc of bubbles or any goodbye spray. What we are is that ocean, too near to see, though we swim in it and drink it in. Don't be a cup with a dry rim, or someone who rides all night and never knows the horse beneath his thighs, the surging that carries him along. This is a Rumi quote. These forms we seem to be are cups floating in an ocean of living consciousness. And just imagine the cup and be that cup floating in the ocean of living consciousness. Feel yourself floating in Ar-Rahman, the ocean of living consciousness, the ocean of eternal compassion, the cosmic womb of our existence, and float. Rahman, Rahman, and be the ocean. Don't be a cup with a dry rim. Let yourself sink into the ocean, swim in it and drink it in. You are the ocean. You are the ocean. And we call on the divine name Rahim, and this is the ocean within your cup, within your drop. This is the eternal compassion, that mercy, that love that comes right in and fills the cup. Well, let yourself now bring your focus, your awareness, your consciousness to Ar-Rahim, the ocean within the cup, and receive. Let your heart center be that portal through which ocean enters cup and flows back and forth between the cup and ocean, And breathe, use your breath and the divine sound codes of Rahim, Rahman, the ocean, Rahim, the drop, Rahman, floating in the ocean, Rahim, the ocean within your cup. Rahman, Rahim. And then we call on the divine name of Mutakabbir, Mutakabbir. And the Mu is that embodiment of the fluid essence of the quality, and the T is the hidden, the mystery, Kab coming from creation, the creator, to that focal point, that portal, and the Bir is moving through that focal point into the radiant light moving through. So Mutakabbir, let yourself use your breath to drop down through your heart center. Use your breath and drop down through your heart center and let yourself land right at that place where your vertical core of your life force energy meets the funnel of energy that is your heart center. Fall through your heart center, and land at that place where that funnel of subtle energy meets the subtle energy of your vertical core, right there at that door sill. Hang out there and breathe Al-Mutakabbir. 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 And let the door sill open. Let it relax. Let it release. And feel. Just feel all of the attachments to the material, time, and space realm. Releasing. And allow yourself to be in the flow between ocean and cup, between ocean and drop, and just be in the flow. No attachments, just in the flow. And then you can use the hand position to let your fingers be like antenna pointing into the center of your heart. And we call on alcoholic, which is the creator. Alcoholic, the creator. And let that point toward the Aquarian gateway and receive the big picture concept of the new creation, of the realm of unconditional love and compassion and universal peace and harmony, the realm of the pre-eternity. And just let that portal, as that portal is open, let your antenna point through there and receive into your heart, through your heart funnel and into the core of your body, this big picture template. And then Al-Bari, which brings that information that begins to segment the various components of this big picture into their segments, into their pieces, and gives each of them their attributes, their qualities, defines their relationship and harmony and flow between them. And recognize that this is new information that is different from the template and the pattern that we have been immersed in the past. So let this bring in this new information into your field, into your heart, into your mental layer, and into your body. And we call on Al-Musawwir, and let Al-Musawwir then begin to shape these various components into their individual parts of creation. And let yourself be shaped and formed into the individual part of creation that you are. Your body is a microcosm of the macrocosm of the greater universe. You are a cosmic being. Let your being be shaped and formed into your individual component within the realm of the creation, and let all of these parts be shaped and formed within you as you are the ocean in the drop. the cup contains the entire ocean. Let it all be formed within you. And then Zahir, which is the meaning of the Nun, the meaning within the Nun. It is the manifest, the evident, the apparent, Zahir. So let this come into your physical body, into your cellular consciousness, crystallizing this knowledge of this new template and the new realm into your physical consciousness, into your cellular consciousness in your physical body. Let it crystallize and become you, and you become it. Zahir. You are a manifestation and evidence of the realm of the unconditional love, the compassion, the eternal and universal harmony, the realm of the pre-eternity, beyond the time and space constriction realm, beyond the multiplicity and duality, but the realm of the unified being. And batin, we call on batin, and this is the hidden, right? This is the qaf within the nun, the qaf within the nun in the name kun. So batin, the hidden. This is weaving this template now into your soul, letting it weave into, from body into soul, and body and soul, weaving this new template into your soul. And then awwal, which is the realm of the pre-eternity, the first, and there is no first, because there are no numbers here, and there is no time here. So awwal, let that all carry you through that portal into all the existence of the pre-eternal awwal, and let yourself feel yourself energetically, physically being moved, being carried through that portal into the realm of awwal. And we call on Ba'ith, which is, again, moving through that focal point and releasing all of the old. The Eth is releasing, letting go, sloughing off the old, letting the old cells die off, and the new cells generated in this new template. The new cells generated in the new template of the realm of the pre-eternity, the knowing. This is the realm, you know, everything is contained within everything else, right? So it's all contained within that realm anyway. But in this time and space dimension, we have been primarily focused and identified with our physical, and secondarily with consciousness. In this realm, there is primarily consciousness, secondarily physical. So in this realm, al-Ba'ith, being regenerated and renewed and awakened within this new realm. And then Hamid, we bow down in reverence, awe, praise, and melt into a pool of gratitude and really immerse, melt into the ocean within the realm of the pre-eternity. Let your entire being, your kun of your existence, your hidden and your manifest, melt into this ocean of the pre-eternal, the pre-eternity. And then we call on Samad, which is the eternal, means the eternal, and it is the waves that emanate from source into the fluid existence, permeating everything with this divine life force energy. So become completely immersed, allow it to become completely immersed in you, embedded within you, and you embedded within it. Asamad, you are now embedded in the realm of the pre-eternal. Kun fayakun, be, and it is, the hidden and the manifest, all embedded within you, and your being embedded in the realm of awwal, the pre-eternity. And then we call on wajid, which is the all existing, The je is the structure. The e is reflecting the d, the divine life energy. Al-wajid, the all existing. So then this is awakening your inner knowing to integrate with your outer, right? Awakening your inner knowing to integrate the hidden and the manifest as one encompassing knowing, right? So awakening your inner knowing to incorporate and integrate the knowing of the hidden and the manifest, the inner and the outer, of all of it into one all-encompassing, all-existing knowledge. And then Basir is opening the sight, the Basir, opening the sight in the same way, right? This is the waves of light, right? Coming through that focal point, the waves, the waves and the ear of the radiating light, waves of radiating light, that's the seeing. And this is opening the inner sight beyond what the eyes can perceive through their limited range of frequency perception, and opening the inner sight, and then again integrating with wajid, so it's integrated inner sight and outer sight, integrating inner sight and outer sight. And then sami, which is the awakened inner hearing, and it's the same, the sound waves, the fluid existence reflecting the source of the sound. This is how we hear, right? This is how we hear. We sonar locate, and everything, all of the waves are an emanation from source. So we awaken the inner hearing to hear everything as an emanation of sound from the one source. Sami and wajid, weaving together the knowing, the inner knowing of the hidden and manifest together, of the inner and the outer together. And then Wali Hamid, which is the divine intimacy, where we again bow in the reverence and the awe and melt into the pool of gratitude with the Hamid and the Wali, bringing it just into that intimate connection within the heart, the divine intimacy, the ecstasy of that divine intimacy, being in love with the creator, the creation, and that existence at the depth of your heart, where there is no separation between you and the all that is, the source of the all that is, the one. And Latif, the subtle mysteries, recognizing that within the greater there was always more. The Latif is that which contains all of the vibrations of everything and the knowledge of the vibrations. And as long as we are here, there is always more to discover. There is always more. We never know it all. There is always more, and there's always more to open to, and always more to be in awe of. And then Ghafur. Ghafur is that forgiving the past and transcending the past. From the perspective of Ghafur, is allowing that light to shine on any of the places of not knowing, or the wrongs that have been done to us or by us in the past, or to our planet, or to this earth realm, or to anyone that we know and love. There is always, as we said, in looking at the pictures, go behind and behind and behind and behind and behind, and at the depth of everything, at the core of everything, is that oneness with source, a reflection of source, some desire and yearning to reconnect with source when we feel separate. And so with Ghafur, Ghafur shines the light on the unknown, because in the Sufi teachings, the light represents that which is known, and the darkness, that which is not yet known. So let the light of Ghafur come through that face, through that opening, and shine, right? From the constriction, through that opening, to shine the light on the places that we don't know, and let this soul, the soul, integrate the knowledge of everything that is perhaps not been understood of our past, so that we can come into a soul level integration of forgiveness, and that which we don't know we give to our source to be the forgiver and to help us and to give us that knowledge within our beings, and invite the mind to be the witness and to be open to learn what is imparted through Al-Ghaffur. And we move into this new realm with an integrated knowledge and forgiveness of the past. And then yesterday, Ash-Shakur, which is Shah, that opening those waves of stillness, opening the stillness, and the core is the created, the light reflecting off of the creation, recognizing that everything that we see within this world of manifestation, which is sometimes the chaotic world of manifestation, there is a reflection of our Creator within everything, and we can find that place of stillness through the gratitude and the recognition of that creation. Shakur. So let yourself feel the gratitude, and we call in the name of Kun. And Kun, as we said, is the Ka, which is the creator, and the Nun is the creation, that which the creator has created, and the creator puts himself, herself, itself within all of the creation. The Qaf is in the Nun. And the lover, the Qaf is the lover within the Nun, the beloved. The Qaf is the hidden within the Nun, the manifest. The apparent, the evident, which within the subtle or the secret. So play with the sound codes of the K and the Nun, and let that kind of like carry you between that which is in your being, which is the hidden of your source, right? Your source hidden within your manifestation of your being. And play with the and the and let the be like dropping those pebbles into your ocean, the center of your ocean. Your body is fluid. Let that dropping that pebble create ripples through your ocean. Let it create the ripples through your ocean. And let that Nun float on those waves. And play with it in your fluid body. Mm. 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 Let your body have movement. Let your body have breath. Let your body ripple with the sound waves as they ripple through your body. And again, let it resonate with and awaken that tuning fork within you that already is attuned to the frequencies of the sounds and their meanings. And let that resonate from within you as you bring the sound into you from a somewhat of an outer way. Just let it all resonate together until there is no inner and no outer. There is only one. I want to share with you another. He says, Kun, be me, be everything that I have created. And another quote, my servant does not cease to draw near to me with prayer and asking until I become the eye with which he sees, the ear with which he hears, the tongue with which he speaks, the hand with which he does, and the foot with which he walks. Remember that prayer that we said at the beginning of our series where we were saying, help me to see with your eyes, to hear with your ears, to understand with your heart of love and compassion. And let yourself make that prayer from the sincerity within your heart. And it said here, Kun, be me, be everything that I have created. Kun. Kun. I was a hidden treasure that longed to be known, so I drew all the creation out of myself to know me. Kun. Kun. And think about when we, right? Think about the creation that is us, inside of us, that is the consciousness that lives inside of us and through us. And when you have a desire to manifest something from within yourself, think about who desires to manifest through you and what desires to be known through the manifestation that comes through you. Kun. 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 Kun fayakun. Be and it is. And that concludes today's session, and tomorrow we'll be on for a full hour. So I'll see you then.